the instant gratification, the instant feedback, everything is happening so quickly on social media. So we have to make sure that patience is not becoming collateral damage here. Social media, while it has many of its pros, also has its drawbacks. All you need to be is to be mindful of the situation, and when things aren't getting too much, you just need to slow down. Also, you have to understand that, is my patience in any way being compromised? As the poem says, patience is a virtue, virtue is a grace, both put together make a very pretty face. Yeah, patience is pretty. Patience leads you to many wonderful things. And if we look at the contrast of that, think of all the impatient people that you know in impatient situations, you may even not know them, and how they have behaved, or the impression they put forward. And you will see that, yeah, it wasn't a pretty picture. Not only is that a problem for other people, but it's actually, you know, something damaging that you're doing to yourself. You're seeing all these quick fixes to life, you know, buy this, shop online, this is the best outfit that you need to change your life, this is the best makeup you can have, redo your house, redo your office, buy these, you know, all these things that will help you feel better, that will fill in that void. Well, things don't usually fill in the void. Retail therapy is something that many people fall victim to, and what happens with that is that you think you're buying your way to happiness, you're buying your way to contentment. It usually is, and then there's a double whammy there, because then you sort of look at your budget and you know, that again hits you. You know, the funny thing about patience is that it's quiet. The person who is recovering from something, the person who is dealing with a situation, the person who is maybe nursing themselves back to health, that is a story you don't hear. The ones that grab our attention is the person waiting in a traffic jam, honking on his horn and putting everyone in a bad mood and fighting with everyone. Those are the ones that you will see. So that is patience for you. It's unseen, it's a hidden quality, it doesn't make a noise. And in a world where there is a lot of noise pollution, and I say that literally and metaphorically. So when there's a lot of noise pollution, you want to think to yourself that, you know, this silence, and the people who are silent, maybe they just have so much more to say and I'm not listening to it. Many of us talk about the key to happiness. Well, patience is one of them. And why is that? Because if you think about a person who is patient, somebody that you know, a member of your family maybe, or a friend, a colleague, a neighbor, you will notice that they have a quiet smile about them, a quiet demeanor. It takes a lot to ruffle their feathers. So it's a kind of a superpower, isn't it? Being able to handle a stressful situation, an upsetting situation in a good way, and being patient about it and not letting yourself be upset about that. You really are doing yourself and the other people around you a huge favor. And to be able to listen in today's day and age, that also is a huge quality, because it seems that everyone has something to say. We all want to talk, and people are usually talking over each other. So in the art of conversation, which is a video that I will do for another day, you know, it's rather rude to interrupt somebody and not let them finish what they're saying. But the patient people, they will let you. I remember the days of writing letters, and this is also a story about patience. The absolute joy in going out and picking proper stationery, matching papers and envelopes, and then writing on them with your handwriting, taking them to the post office, putting a stamp on it, putting it in the letterbox. Those whole actions culminated in a whole process. And then waiting for that letter to reach the person that it was intended for. And if they're, you know, overseas or the other end of the world, then you're going to have to wait a lot. But the wait was worth it, because then when that letter would be read by the person you sent it to, it was personal. It was a part of you being given to them, and then receiving that reply, the joy and the happiness to, you know, have your letter arriving in the letterbox in the morning, and then picking it up, opening the envelope, taking out the paper, unfolding it, and reading somebody else's handwriting. The emotions conveyed in that whole process had a completely different impact. Of course, we move with the times and things like that, you know, nobody's willing to wait that long. But how about reviving the art of letter writing? Just try it. That can teach you patience. Write a letter to somebody you care about and just see how it goes, how they receive it, how they write back. And you may really enjoy it and want to do that in the future. Keep a hobby or a skill or something that you want to do that will take up your time. That will teach you patience. Buy a plant. Look after that plant, water it, put it in the sunlight, talk to it, clean the leaves, develop a relationship with it. And every time it sprouts new leaves or flowers, oh, that will give you such a fantastic feeling. It will fill many voids, believe me. You can indulge in a craft or a hobby that takes time, something that, you know, pulls you out of the instant gratification trap. Art, poetry, crafts, modeling, something that involves you in the creative process, makes you put in time, effort, energy, dedication. These are very, very important things to go by because they build our soul. And then enjoy the process, not having to rush towards a finished product, but enjoy that process that will take you wherever. And you will find that the end result is so much more valuable. The great thing about patience is that it is infectious and contagious. The more patient people you are around you, the more you will sort of pick up on their qualities. It will happen to children around you, your family members, your friends, your colleagues. It's a wonderful thing. So I hope that this video has been helpful to you. And if you have been patient enough to watch the whole of this video, then honestly, thank you very much. You deserve a special thank you. Do tell me about your feedback for this video. What do you think about patience? And how do you work to be a more patient person? Leave some comments down below the video. Like and subscribe if you want to. Until next time, bye-bye.